All right, number 10. A lot more could be said about that, but Keys of the Kingdom says, since life is finite and heaven is infinite, how do we justify spending any amount of time not working to influence eternity? Where is the balance between relaxation and work? Ephesians 5. Let's go to the scriptures that you reference here. There's two of them. Ephesians 5, verses 15 and 16. Boy, I hope I can bring some wisdom to this. It's a good question. Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise. Hold on, I got a cough. Just thought I'd spare you guys that loud burst in your ears. Making the best use of your time because the days are evil. Okay, that's the first reference. The second one is 1 Thessalonians 4, verse 11. And to aspire to live quietly and to mind your own affairs and to work with your hands as we instructed you. This is interesting because these are two different kind of topics in these verses. The second one is about normal, not even ministry-focused living, but normal, like daily Christian life, that you are just to be a good worker. Like, say you work at the post office. Okay, well, go mind your own affairs. Don't be trying to read other people's mail. Like, we're just saying, like, take care of your own responsibilities, work with your hands, be a hard worker, be a good person who contributes to society. But you might, the way your question's asked here, you might, Keys of the Kingdom, you might see that kind of work, like what some would call secular work, which in my view, if you're a Christian and you have a job, it's not secular, it's sacred in the sense that you're doing it unto the Lord. That makes it sacred. Not the work itself, but the reason you're doing it. But this is talking about that kind of work. But your question might be, hey, how can I do this if it's not helping eternity somehow? And then the other one would be, look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise. Okay, let's be wise with our time. Make the best use of the time because the days are evil. This, I would say, definitely applies to leisure activities. Okay, this one's more closely aligned to your question. Leisure activities are a danger for us. And we live in a world with so many leisure opportunities. I used to be bored when I was a kid, right? I would have time where I had nothing to do and I was bored. It doesn't really happen that much anymore, in that you've always got something else you can look at or go to or go experience or enjoy or whatever. And that can be a bit of a danger. So that's a legitimate danger for us. I don't want to ignore that. Okay, Keys of the Kingdom, most Christians are probably spending too much time being entertained. I'm not suggesting it's like the ultimate sin of their lives, but it's probably true that we spend less time reading. I watched 5 hours of TV shows and movies and YouTube videos today that were just pure entertainment, and I spent zero time in the Word. Like, okay, obviously there's a problem there. This is not redeeming the time. But let's get to the other part of your question, which is, how do we justify spending any time not working to influence eternity? Where's the balance between relaxation and work? My thought is this. In the scriptures, God not just gives them rest, he demands rest. Right? To the Jews in particular, he says, like, you will rest on the Sabbath. And they rest. And the apostles probably continued this habit in their ministries for the most part. Maybe Paul might have been an exception in some cases, at least depending on where he was. When he was with the Gentiles, he may not have. When he was with the Jews, he probably did. But that was just relaxation. Like, they're just taking it easy. So our danger is not that we would don't ever relax. That's not the issue. The danger is not that you would relax at all or that you take it easy at all. The danger is that you would just take it easy too much. So yes, lay down, but also get back up, but also go take a nap, but also get your work done. And there's a balance. There's a balance, and God understands that balance for us as humans. And I think that this is a good thing. God wants us to be able to rest, and there is even eternal value in our rest, because you are the one resting, and you are eternally valuable. so if I go with my wife to like get lunch somewhere, and we just sit there and have lunch and talk and chat and have a relaxing time, or we go to the park and just sit there and relax, like, there's nothing wrong with this. This is healthy. It's relationship building. I'm appreciating God's creation. I'm thanking him for it. There's nothing wrong with that. The only question is that I don't do it too much, and that's definitely a problem we have today.